In today's lesson, I'm going to teach you how to improvise over major 7, sharp 11 chords. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, this is Jamie Holroyd helping you learn jazz guitar. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to improvise over a major 7, sharp 11 chord, otherwise known as a Lydian chord. I'm going to avoid the traditional chord scale relationship on this one because I feel like I've got some tastier options using some shapes that you already know. We're going to be talking about how to use a minor pentatonic over the Lydian chord. We're going to be looking at some triads and some cool patterns. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Just before we begin, I'd like to tell you about a free beginner jazz guitar ebook that I have. If you are new to playing jazz and you like a structured and coherent guide telling you what you need to practice and how you need to practice it, then you can get this completely free. This is my beginner jazz guitar ebook, which is 62 pages, available as a free download. All you have to do is enter your email address below and I'll send that straight to you. Each of these examples are applied over a G major 7 sharp 11 chord that sounds like this. The first example uses 2 triad pairs or a hexatonic scale. We're using a G triad, which gives us the diatonic root 3rd 5 against the chord, and we're using an A triad, which gives us 9, sharp 11 and 13 or 6. The combination of this inside triad and the triad that gives us the upper extension is a pleasing sound. So what I'm doing is just basically alternating between a G triad and an A triad as I go up the neck. The triad shapes look like this. We've got a G triad, A triad, another G triad, A triad, next strings, G triad, A triad, and then we finish on a high G note right there. So slowly the line sounds like this. The next example is a repeating 2-note pattern which sounds like this slowly. Sped up. This pattern comes from both the whole tone scale and the melodic minor scale. This is a little bit more angular than the first example because the intervals against the chord are root, second, which is fine, but these two intervals we've got a sharp 11, which is C sharp, but we've also got a sharp 5, which gives us an interesting sound as well. So once again, this lick, it basically just uses this 4-note cell of root, second, sharp 11, sharp 5, then it repeats the same thing an octave higher, and because of the tuning of the guitar, you've got to jump a fret here and then play the same 4 notes again, and once again I'm ending on that high G note right there. The third example teaches you how to use a minor pentatonic scale to get a Lydian sound. To use a minor pentatonic scale, you first need to assess the chord in question, which in this case is G major 7 sharp 11, and then you need to think down as semitone. So down from a semitone is F sharp minor pentatonic. And over a Lydian chord, this works out really nicely because the intervals you get are 7, so it's only going to work as a major 7 sharp 11 sound, 9, then we've got B, which is the 3rd, C sharp, which is that sharp 11 sound, and E, which is the 6th. So if I just play the scale against the chord, you can hear that it gives us a pretty tasty sound. Now, the lick itself doesn't use a scale, we've got this pattern slowly. And that's just a repeating ascending pattern that goes up the scale a little bit. I'll play it slower one more time. Thank you for watching my Lydian licks lesson. What is your favourite way to improvise over Lydian chords? Please share in the comment section below. And if you found value in this video, then please don't forget to subscribe before you finish the lesson.